Heard the expression Big Brother? It's taken from George Orwell's book, 1984. It describes a totalitarian society where every citizen is under constant surveillance. Orwell wrote that book 70 years ago. Newsflash, Big Brother has now arrived. Big Brother is already watching you now.
A company originally funded by the CIA that has helped kill terrorists like Osama bin Laden. This company is a killer company, but let's talk about how it can help you make killer gains on the stock market and just why I am investing and why I believe this company will do well into the future. Welcome to the Black Rose YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Let's get right into it. Palantir is one of the biggest companies on the stock market right now. One of the most powerful companies on the stock market right now, with relationships with the CIA, the NSA, law enforcement, the military, and ICE, and the ability to be used for both good and bad, and the ability to track your driving history, your home address, your family and business relationships, all just from your license plate number, and the ability to link that to cameras where your car last had been, where is it most frequently drive. It is a collection of data, and all that we do is give our data off for free to these companies, and Palantir comes in and all it does is just sort the data to give these companies a big picture. Palantir is a scary, eerie, and powerful company with a tool capable of doing both good and bad. What the company decides to do with that tool is up to them, but the ability for both good outcomes and bad outcomes are equal in my opinion. Remember, leave a like and subscribe if you learned something today. I'm about to teach you everything I know about this super big company that has been super secretive. It has not IPO'd, it has been private for at least 10 plus years. This company has been around without us knowing about it, but just being in Silicon Valley, being a tech company, and having the ability to have these government relationships all at the same time, most people have never heard of them. Okay guys, so what is Palantir? Why am I investing in it? Where do I see the stock going long term? Palantir is a company that uses machine and AI learning, train and inform humans, companies, and government agencies by using vast amounts of data and sorting the data in a web of connecting viewpoints to link each individual set of data together to give you a good picture on how all these separate viewpoints link to each other. In English, this means Palantir can take hundreds and thousands of data points and sort them out in a way that makes sense in order to prevent terrorist attacks, sell advertisements, help make decisions, and find and locate individuals and save human lives, or also help the government end human lives if the need ever comes up. For example, this company was able to, from a license plate number, find out where the car was, is, and has been, the likely family and business relationships of that person based on where they were, and the location of that person. So next guys, I'm going to be showing you guys a clip of just how large scale data mining and the amount of data that the government and that these companies can have on you just from our phones and everyday use of technology. Technology is not going anywhere. That's why I'm investing in the company, because I project technology to just expand and be more a part of our everyday life. Hopefully for good purposes. I hope these companies have regulations put on them, and more information needs to be put out on these companies, which is why I'm making this video, and also why I'm investing. I want to be invested into tech because I want to be a part of that technology future. So this next video clip is mind-blowing, bro. Just watch.
Strange, but you just keep reminding yourself, I could stop a dirty bomb attack and save thousands of lives. Thing is, you're not just following your bad guy targets, you're also following their metadata, which is basically all the phone numbers that they're in touch with. Let's say your target is a shady Iranian banker operating out of Beirut. Okay, so you're watching his stuff, but you're also watching all the people that he talks to, including, his cousin who's just some dentist living in Buffalo. And then you have to watch all of that guy's contacts. And by the time you go a third hop out from the original target, you're watching this bartender chat with her mother about Botox. Because 3 hops from anyone with, say, 40 contacts, you're looking at a list of 2.5 million people. And there's that moment when you're sitting there and the scale of it hits you. The NSA is really tracking every cell phone in the world. No matter who you are, every day of your life, you're sitting in a database just ready to be looked at. Not just terrorists or countries or corporations, but you.
This is not a bad or a good company. It is a company with a powerful tool that can be used for many different things, from safe stuff, from advertisements, selling data, selling advertisements to market us better products, to other things that help us, from protecting us from terrorism, from finding lost people, finding lost children, finding victims of kidnappings, to finding and hunting down criminals and or terrorist organizations. How the company chooses to use this tool will be how well the company will perform in the long term. So why am I interested in this company and why am I investing in it? First, this is the age of exponential growth. Some companies and the great companies of today are going to grow faster than the previous great companies of the past. For example, it only took Tesla 17 years to reach multiple billions of dollars in value. Whereas before that, it took IBM and it took Google and it took other companies tens and tens of years to reach $1 billion in valuation. Technology is going to help companies grow exponentially, and this is why the stock market continues to go up even though we are in a pandemic and many companies are shut down. This is because some of the largest companies in the top 5 largest companies in the S&P 500, the index of the largest companies in the United States, the top 5 are all tech companies. They are worth trillions of dollars each. And they are carrying the stock market alone on their backs. These companies are performing well. These companies are doing better than they ever have been doing ever before. For example, the top 5 companies in the S&P 500, and to those who are new to investing, the S&P 500 is a list of index of the 500 largest United States companies. Of the 500 largest United States companies, the top 5 companies, which is Facebook, the acronym is FAANG, F-A-A-N-G, FAANG. Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google are the top 5 companies on the list of 500. Those 5 companies alone make up a quarter of all the money, of all the value of the list of 500 companies. Just 5 companies own a quarter of the wealth. And just from what I learned right now about this company and what I have researched about this company is on track to do well. Will it be in the top 5? I have no clue, but it is on track to do well because tech is going to do well. And tech is going to continue to do well because technology continues to progress. We're not going to slow down. We are going to invent new things, and technology is going to be the way that we learn and advance into the future. So guys, tech is the future, and that is why I'm investing my money into Palantir. They are experienced. They have been around for more than 10 years, and they have relationships that are not easy to be broken. You don't just make a relationship with the US government and then one day the government decides to cut you off. The United States makes long-term commitments in relationship with people because they invested in safety and protection, and they need people that they can trust. And if they have already trusted Palantir to help them with a variety of things for multiple years, that just says and proves that Palantir is going to be a great company to invest in and a great company going into the future. On top of all that, the greatest thing that Palantir does is they solve a problem and they meet a necessary need of humanity. If you have ever taken a psychology class, you have seen a diagram of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. In English, what the heck does this mean? Maslow's hierarchy of needs shows exactly what needs need to be met to move up to the next level. First is security. People need to feel safe and secure. We can't begin to start anything else until we feel safe. This is why having a home is so important to most people, because you can't start having a business or you can't start trying to find other ways to grow your wealth until you have somewhere safe to stay. Finally, to end this video off, at $10 a share, this company, to me, in my opinion, is a buy. And if it was to drop lower to $8 or $7 a share, I would definitely start buying more and more of the stock, because I think that in the future, this will be an extremely low price to look back on and be like, well, why didn't I get into the company when it was only worth $10? For example, a company of this size hasn't IPO'd on the stock market since Alibaba. And I'll put it on the screen right now where Alibaba's stock price was around the time that it IPO'd multiple years ago to where it currently is now and how much it has grown. This company is in the same position. It has IPO'd at a value of $20 billion. The company right now is worth $20 billion. Do I see it staying at that amount? No. I think this company will continue to grow and grow super quickly as more and more technology is used in the future. So before we go, let's be realistic. Let's get to the dangers for the stock price for Palantir. The biggest danger is how the tool is used. The media coverage. People don't like hearing that a company is able to track their every move or is able to know this many things about them personally just from one slice of information. Is this true, and has it already been true? Yes, Google, Apple, Amazon, all these companies have our data and they do things with it. They sell it to the government, they share it with other people. Is that an issue? It's not an issue until they do bad things with it. And the company has the capability, just like any other person or any company, to do bad things. It's what they choose to do and what we see that they do in the future that will determine how this company will succeed. So guys, again, if you learned something today, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for coming. I'm out.